Hello everyone, welcome back to Simrite Fashion Academy YouTube channel once again for another interesting tutorial. So today we will be drafting the I will call it a tube gown, okay, with detachable sleeves. Okay, so if you look at the sleeves, you can see they are detachable. They have elastic to hold them on the biceps and on the elbow length. So as usual, we'll be using our basic bodice pattern. Okay, so the pattern we have here, this is the shoulder, and we are working on the front pattern right now. This is the center front. So if you are new to this channel, please kindly subscribe, turn on your notification bell to receive videos like this every day. Like this video, share to family and friends, and drop your comments on the comment section and your suggestions as well. So now I want to start off this tutorial using my basic bodice pattern. This is the bust point and this is the under bust. So like I said, it's a tube dress. I call it a tube dress because the off shoulder the sleeves are detachable. So the first thing first is to divide the shoulder seam line. I divide my shoulder seam line. Okay, and I'm going to connect what I have there to the bust points. As you can see, then I have my bust points, which I'll be taking the difference from bust point to under bust. Here I have 3.5 inches, so I'll keep rotating these 3.5 inches. So if you have been following our videos on this channel recently, you notice we always do this to start up. Okay, so I know you already know what I'm about to do. So on this line, I have my bust radius at this point. From the bust point at 3.5, I make a mark, and I'll come up by 0.75 to cover up the bust. So from here, I'll rule a line to this point. Alright, so it's time for us to contour our upper bust. So from this line to this line, I'm going to contour by 0.75, and I'll also contour by 0.75. It always works perfectly for everybody. So you can see how I'm positioning my ruler from the bust point to that point, and from here to that point. So all these are my contour lines. So looking at that tube dress we have there, is just a 4-corner neckline. So all I'm going to do now is to come down from here. I'll just come down from here by 0.75 or 3/4 and blend what I have on this line. Okay, I'll just blend it into the tube. So the rest of it continues like this. So this runs into the armhole. All right, so I want you also to note that what we have is also an off shoulder, so to speak. So it means I'll be reconnecting my armhole. So from this point, I'm going to reconnect my armhole, slanting my ruler. You can see how I slanted. We are not going by this, we are going by this to have a perfect tube dress. All right, so to contour the under bust, normally we contour our under bust using the under bust circumference divided by 4. You impute whatever thing you have and the difference or what you have remaining. For this, I would love to add 0.25 here and the rest of 1.25. So the 0.25 here is constant. Even if you have 2 inches, put 0.25 and the rest 1.75 should go on this line for a perfect bust contouring. So here I position my ruler to contour my bust, and I flip it this way for this other part. Make sure you position it to the bust point. So you can see the line running to the bust point. And next, I'll come in here and connect, and I'll come in here and connect as well. So we are done with this tube dress. We want to go over to the back. So the back, you can see I have a difference of 2 inches, which we added for the bust. That the length of the front length is always longer than the back length because of the bust protrusion. Okay, so this is my back tube. The first thing I'm going to do for my back tube, the back is simple. Just draw this line all the way from here. That is where the both of them will be matching together. And then I'm going to, you know, I always explain why on an off shoulder we don't replace 1.5 inch dart. Okay, so simply because we have an off shoulder measurement, okay, which is your shoulder divided by 2, shoulder divide by 2. Okay, whatever thing you have, mine is 7.5 minus 1.5 for a perfect off shoulder. So here it gives you 6 inches. So I'll come in here from my center back and I'll measure 6 inches. Once that is done, I'll slant my ruler to connect my off shoulder from that point to the 6 inches, as you can see. All right, so the neckline for the back is by choice. You can decide to go straight, you can decide to slant a little. So if I say let me slant a little, it's my design and it's my choice, I will leave it at this point. So at this point, I'm going to eliminate the dart because I want to cut this as a full back, okay? Especially if I'm working with Ankara, I love to eliminate the dart. So the dart I have here is 1.5. I'm eliminating the 1.5 right here, and this is it. I'll just take it off because I added it already. So that's eliminated right now. And I have my 9 inches back. But I want you to note that the back line is contoured because the human back is not as straight as this. So I'm going to contour by 0.75, which is the 3/4, and I'll place my ruler in this manner to the neckline to contour. So all of this goes off, all of this will go out right now. So that means you are going to replace what you took off from here. So I'm going to retake my measurement now. From this contour line, I take my waist at 9 inches. This is the 9 inches. And from this line now, from this line from this line, which is the chest line, I take my 10 inches. So this is where I have it. So I'll simply come in with my ruler and connect to the actual waist and the actual hip, chest, and we are done. So that's eliminated. We are cutting as only one piece, and we are cutting 2 times of this, 2 times of this, and this will be on fold. So right now I'm going to cut my pattern, and once pattern is cut,